crumbling maze of a city that rises from the Ghats on the western banks of the Ganges. Varanasi is, in many senses, the quintessential India. Once Mark Twain had said, Benares is older than history, older than tradition, older even than legend, and looks twice as old as all of them put together. It is regarded as the oldest living city in the world. Benares is a city that is as old as time, with a weaving tradition that is equally historic. The classic Banarsi brocade was born after craftsmen migrated to Benares from Persia during the Mughal times. Benares characterizes this old tradition of weaving. Banarsi saris are prized the world over. Banarsi brocade fabrics have kept abreast with changing tastes and emboldened women with their ever-elegant finesse. Embedded so deep in the culture and conscience that an occasion in her life may never feel complete without one. Banarsi silk saris are traditionally made in 4 varieties: pure silk or the katan, organza or the kora, georgette sari and shatir sari. Traditional designs of the brocade include jasmine or chameli, thousand emeralds or panna hazar, marigold or genda booty, betel nut leaves or pan booty, diagonal stripes or tirsha, and the corner motif with a mango flower known as konia. Originally, the saris were embellished with threads made of real gold and silver for use by the royal family. In modern times, this has been replaced by gold and silver colored thread, making the saris affordable for the general population. The weaving process. The process starts with the selection of the silk yarn, which is of various qualities and imported from various production centers. Dyeing of yarn in a particular color usually involves immersing the reel or cheese of yarn in the dyeing tank. Once the design has been chosen, the Naqshband first works out the design of the fabric on a large graph paper. This work is called likhai. The design is then hand punched onto stencils known as Naqsha Pattas. These Naqsha Pattas are used in the handloom to trace the design onto the fabric. An average Banarsi sari requires hundreds of Naqsha Pattas. More intricate the design, greater the number of Naqsha Pattas used in the loom. The most complicated part of the whole process is weaving, where the saris are woven on handloom. Traditionally, Banarsi saris are woven on pit looms. The tana or wrap, the longitudinal threads are held in tension on the loom and lifted up. The bana or weft, the latitudinal threads are placed in a shuttle. As the shuttle moves back and forth, the wrap and weft threads are interwoven. Weavers, nearly all men, pass down their skills to their sons or male relatives.
There come a 700 साल तो हो गए। ये साड़ी है, बनारसी साड़ी, हाँ ओरिजिनल कड़वा साड़ी है।
Their trade has been shaken over the last few decades as power looms offer a cheaper and faster way to produce the same goods. 6 to 12 meters of material a day, depending on the design. It can take the weaver months to create the same amount. This technology left many of the artisans facing starvation and selling the wood from the looms for firewood. Similarly, She Fabrics Benares is one such enterprise that has been working for more than 4 centuries. Their ancestors, the Benarasi silk weavers, wove many exquisite silk fabrics for the royal family in the past and have been recipients of several honors for their craftsmanship from Her Majesty and the royal family of England. From the late 19th century to the early part of the 20th century, our forefathers were engaged in producing exclusive gold and silver brocade fabric for Queen Victoria and her children, Edward VII, the Prince of Wales, and her daughter, Princess Louise, the Duchess of Argyll. She Fabrics Benares has not only been training weavers but also providing them with technical support, designs, inputs, and marketing options in an effort to revive the silk weaving tradition of Benares and to provide better earnings for the weavers. They want to re-establish the broken ties with the global market once again. At She Fabric Benares, we have been sourcing the best of Benarasi saris from the oldest traditional weavers for the past 4 centuries. Depending on the intricacy of the design, motifs, and patterns, a sari can take up to 5 months to complete. We have kept the old world charm and the silhouette of the Benarasi sari intact, but have incorporated a few modern styles. Our aim is to throw the spotlight on the weaving tradition of Varanasi and bring it to the center stage so that it once again finds a place of pride in contemporary India and gets recognition on the global platform as well. This will in turn ensure the continuance of the legacy and much needed monetary benefits. So, even as power looms remain functional, we want to make sure that our handloom legacy and culture is protected. Indeed, proper marketing can make a world of difference, not just to the survival of the weavers and their families, but to the craft itself.